The Museum of Impossible Artifacts on Velner Prime had stood for 3,000 years without incident. Its collection included items that defied physics, logic, and occasionally sanity itself. Each piece was protected by crystalline barriers forged from compressed neutron matter, glass that could withstand a supernova's pressure wave. Dr. Elena Rodriguez had been on the museum tour for exactly 47 minutes when a universe decided to rewrite the rules. She'd been admiring a sculpture that existed in 4 spatial dimensions when the sound hit. Not a crash, but a resonance like reality itself drawing a sharp breath. Every head in the gallery turned toward exhibit 2847, a simple photograph in a silver frame, protected behind its supposedly impenetrable barrier. The glass was spiderwebbing. Impossible, breathed the Velner curator, Arxis the Learned, his bioluminescent patches flickering with distress. That barrier has withstood direct plasma cannon fire. It cannot. The glass exploded outward in a shower of crystalline fragments that evaporated before touching the ground. Alarms shrieked. Security barriers slammed down across every exit, and Elena stood frozen, staring at the photograph now hovering in midair, spinning slowly as if on display just for her. It was a baby photo, a human baby specifically, pink-faced, pudgy, with a distinctive birthmark on her left shoulder in the shape of a crescent moon. Elena's hand moved unconsciously to her own left shoulder, where an identical mark had always resided. "That's me," she whispered. Arxis's sensory stalks swiveled toward her with mechanical precision. "I'm sorry, what did you say?" "That's me. That's my baby photo." Elena's voice grew stronger, edged with something between wonder and anger. "The one that went missing from my mother's house 27 years ago." How is this here?" The curator's color shifted to a shade associated with extreme confusion. This artifact was recovered from a dead ship drifting in the void sector. The vessel was over 12,000 years old, from a species we've never identified. The photograph shouldn't exist. Silver-based film photography went out of use in your species' 21st century, but the materials date to the 47th century. It's a temporal paradox. We've had theoretical physicists studying it for decades. Elena stepped closer. The photograph drifted toward her as if magnetized. Around her, security forces had their weapons raised, but Arxis waved them back with 3 of his appendages. "No," the curator said slowly. "Let her approach. This is unprecedented." Elena reached out. The moment her fingers touched the silver frame, the museum's lights flickered and died. Emergency systems kicked in, bathing everything in red. And in that crimson glow, text began to appear on the photograph itself. Text that shifted through languages before settling on English. Genetic lock recognized. Temporal anchor activated. Message begins. The photograph shimmered, and suddenly it wasn't a still image anymore. It was a video. A woman appeared, older, worn, with Elena's eyes and a desperate urgency in her expression. "Elena, if you're seeing this, then the loop is closing. I'm you, 50 years from now, and I need you to listen very carefully." The museum gallery had gone silent except for the hum of emergency power and the crackling of damaged systems. In 3 days, there will be an accident at the Kepler station. A temporal rift. In the original timeline, it killed 8,000 people and fractured space-time across 3 sectors. I've been trying to prevent it for 30 years, sending messages back, leaving breadcrumbs. This photo, your baby photo, it's the only thing that survived the journey intact. The older Elena in the video leaned closer. "The rift is caused by Dr. Markov's experiment with the exotic matter chamber. You're the only one who can stop it. You have the security, clearance, the knowledge, and now you have the proof that I'm telling the truth." "That birthmark? You got it from Mom. She got it from her mother. It's genetic. It's us. All of us." Elena felt her knees weaken. Behind her, Arxis was frantically recording everything. "I had to send this back 12,000 years to make sure it would be found, make sure it would be preserved, make sure it would be here exactly when you needed it. The Velner are meticulous record keepers. I knew they'd protect it. The video flickered. Save them, Elena. Save everyone. And for God's sake, don't make my mistakes. Don't wait 50 years to find love. Don't push people away. Don't. The image dissolved into static, then reformed into the simple baby photo once more. But now, written in the margin in her own handwriting, were the coordinates to Kepler Station and a date. 3 days from now. Elena turned to Arxis. I need a ship. Fast. The curator's bioluminescence had shifted to a color she'd never seen before, something like unmixed with terror. The glass didn't shatter, he said softly. It recognized you. The barrier was never meant to keep people out. It was waiting to let the right person in. Elena clutched the photograph. Her photograph, sent back through impossible years by her own desperate future self. 3 days, she repeated. I have 3 days. She ran for the exit, leaving behind a museum full of witnesses and one very shaken curator who would spend the rest of his life trying to document the moment humanity proved that time itself could be bent through sheer stubborn determination.